see if it's going to. Uh-oh. Oh, I need to leave it alone. But it's not. Is it making it be straight up? So it's doing it that way. It won't switch. Hi. Okay, y'all. My phone died. Hey again. I don't want it this way. I want it to switch, but it's not. So y'all gonna be here with me cooking. I just want to come back real quick. Chloe, my kitchen is a mess.
It's not too bad.
All right, it's a little messy.
Well,
but I'm cooking dinner because we got to get to the gym by 6:30.
6:30.
Hey, okay, Chloe, don't start that. So anyway, I wanted to finish our conversation because I wanted you guys to understand where we were getting to. So if you missed the first video, the first conversation, hey, my name is Nicole Cooper. A mess kitchen is a productive mama. Well, welcome to my kitchen. It's a little too messy. So anyway, I shared a video and I wanted to show you guys why you have to have clarity as to what you want out of life versus trying to follow everybody else. And the reason why is because I've been down this road so many times of, do I follow the path of the masses or do I go where I know my heart is telling me to go? And a lot of times I've made decisions that have put me in a position where I'm all alone, standing in a deserted island by myself.
You're not alone. You're with me.
Hold on, Chloe, don't do that. Thank you. Where I got to figure how I'm going to manifest my goal, right? And the reason why I want to have this conversation is it was sparked from a young lady that I just had a coaching call or kind of a discovery call with. So anyway, if you missed that first video, you can check it out on the last video. It's called Why You Must Know What You Want versus them or they, right? And I put it in parentheses. And the reason why is because when we speak, we tell people what they said. Well, I was following them and what they did was, and we get in this world spin of them and they. And the question is, who are they? Who are them? And why do you got to do what they and them do? So anyway, I'm in my kitchen. If my phone dies again, then, hey, it'll die. But I got to get a pot cover for my rice. Hold on. Y'all are with me? Pot cover. But I want to finish having a conversation with each and every one of you about understanding your gifts and understanding how you can serve with your gifts. Because what happens is when you don't follow they and them, when you don't do what everybody else is doing, right? And you begin to do what matters most to you, that's where you shine the brightest. And one of the issues that I've always had with my life is that I never live according to reality. Never. I don't have.
I'm just getting princess.
Chloe love. We call it Showtime. Showtime love getting in the camera. I've never fit in with the crowd, and the reason why is because my thinking is not normal. Chloe, don't. Chloe, don't. You sit down and get that homework done. And I told you turn that TV off.
It's not homework. It's actually.
Okay, whatever it is, it needs to get done. Turn the TV off.
5 o'clock.
Thank you. Hi, y'all. So I'm cooking up some stuff that Allison Bird taught me. She's an amazing cook. And I was at her house and she was hooking some stuff up. So I guess this is turning into a cooking show. What we do is we get some garlic. We get some onions. I love purple onions. And then we have fresh peppers, right? Be quiet. And then we saute them. And when we saute them, we season them up. And we put, after they saute for a bit, and then we put some chicken broth on it. Ooh. And I think we take it out. I need to call Allison, like, was we supposed to take them out when we do the chicken? I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. Huh?
What is the way?
Chloe, don't do that. I see where you're going. Go sit down. Thank you. So let's get back to talking to you guys about, Chloe, don't do that. I'm serious. This is not like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like dead serious. Garlic always puts a lot of flavor into your food, right? Garlic. Yes. Chloe, showtime.
Show me a picture of little.
So anyway, so here's the deal. Chloe, stop. I was telling you guys is knowing where your genius shines. And when you discover where your genius shines, what ends up happening is that you can own the various concepts, visions, ideas, and things that pop up in you. And you have the boldness to follow through because your vision is so clear in those things that it allows you to win in that area. But when you take on someone else's vision and you constantly try to follow their path, what happens is that you got to keep going to them for approval because you need them to validate every step you take because it's their vision, not yours. What that does is if I need you, if I'm dependent upon you to be able to tell me about my path, what happens is I end up insecure. I end up a lack of confidence. I want you to go into the reading room and do your homework. And close the door. Thank you. Go into the reading room and do your homework and close the door. It's okay. I want you to go into the reading room, close the door. Grazie. Thank you. I appreciate you. So the reality is, until you know what your personal vision is, you'll live a life of insecurity. You'll live a life of never believing in yourself, lacking confidence, always questioning every step that you're taking, always wondering if you're good enough, always trying to figure out how to do things because you need somebody else to validate that process. So what I had to do for me is I had to identify what works best for Nicole, right? Because I know what is my quality of life. And sometimes, guys, we chase after something I don't want to say we don't really want, but we chase after somebody else's dream. And what do I mean by that? Well, I said on the last call or the last Periscope, to some of us, our quality of life means more than just the money. And what I mean by that is, do I want to have time freedom where I can be able to do what I want to do without sacrificing those things for money? And I don't mean you have to take either or. You can have both. You can have the money and the time freedom. It's just the path that you choose and how the pursuit that you choose to walk down. And so like for me, I chose internet marketing because I love my quality of life. I love my freedom. I love being able to go to the gym in the middle of the day. I love not being on the phone all day. I love not having to do something for the name of money, but creating the options that I want in my life so that I can still make the same kind of money I want to make, but I do it my way, right? It keeps freezing. Are y'all freezing? Or is that your internet connection? Who else is freezing? Are y'all freezing? No, you good? I'm fine. Oh, it might be your connection, sweetheart. This looks so pretty. I hope y'all eat clean. I'm learning to eat clean. So I don't eat out as much. I make a lot of my own food. So anyway, but here's my journey, and here's my story, and here's why I'm sharing this with you. I've had a goal to make $100,000 a month for many, many years, right? Never made $100,000 a month. I made 5 figures a month for many years. And I do want to get to 6 figures a month. But I had to figure out, how do I want to make it? Do I want to make 5 figures a month at the expense of losing my life? Or do I want to make $100,000 a month my way? And so, because I knew I wanted to become very successful, but I didn't want to be a slave to my success, I learned the power of leveraging other people's resources, that's why I leverage network marketing, leveraging internet marketing. But I've learned the skill of leveraging the internet and creating digital assets to generate that income. Now, does it come as fast as my friends? No, I got a lot of friends make a lot of money a month, but they do it at a different expense than I do. You know, some of them are single with no kids, so they have more freedom to do that. Some of them, they kind of like having their hand in everything they do. That's what they choose, right? Some of them like grinding, hustling, going hard all the time. That's what they choose. Me, I like to travel all over the world and see text messages coming through saying, you've been paid, 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 you've been paid. And all I got to do is look at it and say, oh, okay, cool. I like being in a position where I have assets that don't need me to be a part of it every single time in order for that money to be created. I did a speaking event last week and I said, is your labor-based business, Is your labor-based business holding you back from getting your money tree? Right? Is it holding you back from getting your money tree? And one of the pieces of my business now is where I work with a lot of people who make good money, but they don't have any assets. Their labor is where their money comes from. And so somebody says, show me, stay tuned. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So anyway, I didn't say this to sell you guys anything. I do have some stuff coming up. So y'all want to stay tuned. When y'all see my Periscope, y'all need to pop up. I got my course coming up, Attract Online, Build Offline. It is the 6-Figure Network Marketing Blueprint, and it shows you how to lead a 6-figure leader in network marketing. It shows you how to put systems in place to automate your network marketing business so you can begin to create leads online, right? And build your business leveraging the internet. And it shows you how to put 6-figure systems in place. It's a network marketing product. This one is. But it shows you how to put systems in place so that your business can work for you. So look at this, y'all. Ain't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Look. Ooh, isn't that color pretty? How many of you guys have color in your food? Huh? How many of you have color in your food? You turn the fire up. Out. Go, Chloe. Don't do that.
Mommy, I'm almost done.
Okay.
I have to do Miss Bonds at 1 page per day.
Awesome. So I'm going to cook this, saute this, and then I'm going to pull the veggies out. Then I'm going to saute that chicken. Then I'm going to combine it with some chicken broth. Thank you, Allie B. Allison was teaching me how to throw down. She can throw down. So anyway, got my seasoning. This is some Jane's seasoning. I followed you. Do you follow back? Yeah, isn't it beautiful colors? So I'm going to go ahead and put some seasoning in here. Kind of season up the veggies. Let them saute a bit. And then I'm going to do my chicken. So a lot of y'all hear that I don't like to cook. My husband does all the cooking. I cook. I just eat clean. So it takes a lot more preparation. He cooks well too, though. But it just takes a lot more preparation. Right? So anyway, y'all, listen. Y'all know I can be on here forever. My goal of coming back and hey, Keisha! What's up, sis star? Congratulations on your L4 leadership. Okay, I'm going to look at it in a second.
Look at you guys.
You had to do a drawing. Let me see. I'm proud of you, Keisha. I see you making it happen. Okay, so you need to go do your story summary.
No, she said 1 page per day.
Okay.
1 page.
Awesome. Good job.
Dun, dun.
Just following my coach. Girl, look, you are a leader who follows some of the best leaders. You got some good coaches on your team. So anyway, guys, I wanted you all to understand.
Excuse me.
There is this process of getting to your greatest level of success. And I thought about this last night. Yesterday I had this young lady I know go off on me on an email, right? And she had this whole statement. It was real rude. It was like spitting venom, right? I was like, dang, she's spitting venom. I said, I don't know what's wrong with you. But, I hope you find joy somewhere where you set sail in the sunset. But I don't need people like you in my life, right? If I give you access to me and you bring a lot of hostility and drama and all these things in my life, I'm waiting on the system. Please let me know. Oh, Fabian. So the system, I'll give you the address. It's not ready yet. It'll be ready. It's coming. I can't tell you I got it right now. I should have it right now doing a Periscope, right? Profits from Periscope. But guess what? I don't. So I'll have it together real soon. Hey, Gigi from California. But the young lady was super rude and super nasty. And I've always felt this from her. Certain people have a nasty, I don't want to say a nasty spirit, because it's not their fault. You can tell there's frustration in their life. And a lot of times, any circumstance and anybody in their way will pull that out of them, right? So it's not, I don't want to say it's her per se. It's maybe her life's journey that have her kind of acting real nasty. But she was really rude. Because I just checked on her, hey, how you doing? And she made a comment, was like, don't be fake, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what's wrong with you? And so maybe I did something and didn't know I did something. And I said, maybe I did something and didn't realize it. And she got offended. And she took all these thoughts in her head and created a scenario. We do that. That's why communication is key. I read something the other day that said, lessons I wish I knew at a younger age or whatever. And one of them was tell people how you feel. Even if you just got to get it off your chest, because a lot of times, y'all, we take scenarios. Yeah, I've done it where you be like, oh, they did that to me. I'm mad at them. And oh, she was rude. And maybe that person was having a bad day and it came out wrong to you, but you done cut them off for the rest of their life, right? Like, I hate you. Don't ever call me. So I feel like I did something and she didn't fully communicate. Because I did. One day she posted something. I said, was that to me? Because she always make these little comments. But I was like, girl, don't worry about it. I'm having a rough day. I'm just joking with you. And I left it at that. Anyway, she created this scenario in her head, and in essence, she removed herself out of my life. But one of my prayers is, Lord, please expose the wolves in sheep's clothing that are in my circle that don't mean me any good. Please expose those people. Remove them out of my life, expose them, and let them escort their way out of my life. And when that happened, I immediately just removed everything about her from my life. All right, cool. We don't need to be connected. Because whatever you have going on does not deserve to be getting access to my energy. You don't deserve access to my energy. So whatever you're going through, I'll let you go through it, but it won't be at my energy expense, right? So removed her, boom, gone. Wish you well, baby girl. Hope life turns out splendid for you. But when that happened, one of my really good friends, y'all may know her, Ronnie B. That's my girl. She's a top earner in another network marketing company. And she had just posted something that said, when God is taking you to another level, he has to make room for you by removing people who don't belong to go, who don't deserve to go with you out of your life, right? He has to remove those people out of your life. And so when she posted it, I said, oh yeah, that's making room because I'm in a new season of my life, right? I'm in a whole new season. My conversation's different. My goals, ambitions are different. You know, just a lot of things that are a little different with where I am in my life. And so I began to replay these stages of growth of success in your life. And I always quote these stages. It's from the book Start, S-T-A-R-T, just get started, like start, by John Acuff, A-C-U-F-F. All right, go get that book. Great book. And I talk about it all the time. Keisha Bass has probably heard the story like 50 times. But in that book, what he teaches is that we all go through this process to become successful. He dissected Dave Ramsey's journey. He worked for Dave Ramsey. He dissected Dave Ramsey's journey and how Dave Ramsey got to where he is today, super duper successful. And he found these stages of growth in life, right? It's looking pretty, y'all. It's looking pretty. Pretty Nikki. Pretty Nikki. Oh. Anyway, Start by John Acuff. Okay? Not Access, Acuff. A-C-U-F-F. All right? But what he said was 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. There's 6 stages that you will go through to really reach your destiny in life. Okay? 6 stages that you will go through. And the first stage is when you're in your 20s. You're learning, right? You're learning. Taria, you on here? Girl, why are we supposed to be on the phone? I'm supposed to be on the phone with you, Taria. Y'all follow her. She is awesome. She is on a tour right now. Give me the name of your tour, Taria. Show You Success Tour, I believe. Follow her, y'all. She is amazing. I got some powerhouse. Follow Keisha Bass. Follow Ronnie B. I don't think Ronnie's on here. Yep, Taria. There she go. Taria's on her Show You Success tour. She goes to different cities and does an amazing tour. Shows you how to write your first book. She does all kinds of stuff. Follow Taria. Ooh, that scared me. I was like, what happened? Hey, Carlton. Oh, shit. Sorry, y'all. My phone dropped. Let me fix this. This stand, though, is super duper amazing. My boy David Adams bought this for me. Look at this. You can change the size and make it higher, right? And it holds your phone right here. So that's how I'm able. Oh, shoot, it turned sideways. I think I need to turn it straight because it records. It records. But David Adams, y'all go follow him. Somehow, I'm going to put this on my Amazon store. I got to figure out what he bought me. He bought it for me. And I love it. It's amazing. Only thing is, thing is leaning. Let me put something to support it so it don't fall. All right, cool. Still trying to lean. Lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it. Put some kind of something to balance it out. There we go. We got to bootleg it. Hey, Carlton. What's going on? Okay, Carlton, you've heard this a million times. Start. The book by John Acuff. He says there are seasons in your life that you're going to go through to get to where you want to be. And you got to know what season you are in and own that season, right? So in your 20s, you learn. Doesn't mean it has to be by age, but you'll learn this is kind of a progression stage of getting you to where you want to be. In your 20s, you are learning. That means that you're exploring the world. You're wild. You're free. Oh, I want to try this. Oh, I want to try that. Today, you want to be a painter. Tomorrow, you want to be a rap star. The next day, you want to be an engineer. The following day, you're going to be an attorney. The next day, you're going to be a surfer. The next day, you're going to be whatever, right? You want to do it all. You're just free-spirited, right? John Acuff, START, S-T-A-R-T. So that's your 20s. But then your 30s, you begin to edit, right? So you've done all these things in your life. Oh, I've tried teaching. I've tried engineering. I've tried this. I've tried that. And you start saying, I don't like this. I don't like that. So in your 30s, you start editing, right? You edit people out of your life. You start paying attention to the people you date. In your 20s, you date anybody. Oh, he look good, girl. I like him. He's so cute, but he ain't got no brains. And he bad with money. And he got a million women. But when you get in your 30s, you start looking at him saying, ooh, am I going to be willing to marry him? Because if not, he ain't getting on my time, child. Right? You start looking for more quality and you start editing. All right? Then in your 40s, you start making a decision to be a master at something, right? You start mastering something. So you put your energy into mastery. You say, you know what? Screw all this other stuff. This the one lane I want to stay in. I'm going to go hardcore with it. I'm going to give it my undivided attention. I'm going to make it happen because this is where I want to be in my life. When you choose that thing, then you reap a harvest. And that usually comes around your 40s. Guess what? I'm 38. I'm getting close. I'm editing a lot of stuff out of my life, which is why I'm easy to make decisions like, nope, don't want to do that. Nope, don't want to do with you. Nope, you don't deserve you don't deserve my time. Nope, I'm not going in that direction. And yes, this is where I want to go. I'm going to say screw you to all those things and put my attention in one thing. All right, we got to have a block party, y'all. Block you. Right? So it makes it, that's why people say when you get to your 40s, you don't give a hoot, right? You stop worrying about what people think. You stop worrying about what people want. You stop worrying about them, that, and the other. And you start saying, what do I want? Where do I want to go? How do I want to make it happen? Carlton says, sure don't. So you start getting clear in your 40s. It's mastery. Like, boom, I'm on a mission. I'm going to make this happen. This is where I'm going to go because 30s, 40s, yeah, mastery. Then you reap the harvest. In your 50s. Now, I ain't waiting until I get to my 50s to reap a harvest. And know that it's not about age. This is what he teaches, but it's about process. So the quicker you get through the process, the quicker you get to the result. So you go from learning to editing to mastery. Let me tell y'all something. The quicker you start editing people's stories out of your head and create your own and follow your own story, the quicker you'll get to your mastery, the quicker you'll get to your harvest. And once you reap a harvest, he says in your 50s, you reap a harvest. Once you get to your 50s and you reap that harvest, in your 60s, you go back and you teach. That's Dave Ramsey's Life Dissected. This man has built a ridiculous empire. I was listening to one of his ebooks. He went and bought his own office building. I think my phone is on it, baby. $7 million or $11 million cash. Boom, here. I want this office building in space. $11 million and $7 million. You'll be all right. Yeah. So, anyway, learn, edit, mastery, harvest, teach. Learn, edit, mastery, harvest, teach. Learn, edit, mastery, harvest, teach. You got to learn something. Once you learn it, then you figure out if that's what you want to put your focus on. When you make that decision, you go to master it. When you become a master of that thing, you reap a harvest. When you reap a harvest, you learn to go back and you teach. That's how you get to success. But here's what you got to know. You got to know how to edit stuff out of your life. This is where most people get stuck, and they end up living their 40s and their 50s and their 60s still trying to figure out, who do I want to be when I grow up? Why? Because so many voices are in your head. So many opinions are coming through your life. So many people giving you advice that don't deserve it. So many paths that everybody said you should go and you should do, and this is how you should be, and this is what you should want, and this is should, and I should, and could, and would, and whew. And you got to learn to clear the clutter and tell people, you know what, I love you, I appreciate you, but that's just not my journey. I'm going to go this way. And if people can't respect your decisions, tell them you're number one. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to do that. Tell them bye, Felicia. Bye. Right? Tell them bye. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I've made a lot of decisions that don't make sense to nobody. They can't figure out what I'm doing, what I'm up to. Why would she do this and why did she do that? And she's stupid and and all I can say is keep watching, baby, because I know where I'm going. And guess what? It ain't got to make sense to you. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to support it. You ain't even got to be anywhere a part of it, because you don't deserve to be a part of my life if you don't believe in me enough to believe in my decisions. And so I just tell them you're number one. No, I'm just kidding. But you let them go. You let them go. Why? Because I know my journey, and I know when my spirit is saying, Nicole, it's time to edit that thing out of your life. Nicole, it's time to remove this person out of your life. Have you ever edited someone you love or close to you? Yeah, you keep them at a distance. Family members sometimes be the ones that got to get edited, right? Sometimes they have to get edited out of your life. It is not easy. But what I will tell you is it's necessary. It's not easy. You know, here's a funny thing about me. I attract a lot of people in my life, right? I attract a lot of people in my life. And a lot of times from this, people feel like they know you until they get around you and they realize, oh, she ain't who I thought she was. You might get around me and realize I make mistakes. You might get around me and realize I got an attitude today and I don't want to be bothered. You might realize, hey, I have to hire people to come over here and do certain things because I'm so inundated with my work. You might realize that I don't like to get dressed up and look like a superstar all the time. You might realize that I love being in workout clothes and going to the gym and sweating. You might realize a lot of stuff that is not in alignment with your perception of me, right? And what happens is, people start getting comfortable with who you are and make assumptions that you need them. And I've learned I will cut you so quick out of my life because I don't allow interferences in. And what I mean by that is, when you give people access to your life and they come in like the young lady and they get super duper disrespectful or rude or whatever it may be, you just snip it. You know what? I think you are great. I'm glad that you looked at me at a certain